Here I am again. Hope that lots of you have come back to join me. We are sticking, we're on week 2, so we are sticking with the hip, but I've started to now give you some harder levels to work on. So you've got adaptations there. We're going to stick with the same moves today with all the different adaptations. As the weeks go on, I'll be adding harder moves in. I do really want your feedback, so I appreciate if you want to tell me any other things that you want to do. In the future weeks, I will be adding in some stretch work. I am a fully qualified Pilates instructor, so we're going to be doing some Pilates, some stretch work for those of you that don't want to do cardiovascular and toning. There'll be another option for you there. So just keep giving me some feedback, let me know what you want. I thought maybe we could do some talks on diet, nutrition, mental health, just anything that you feel would be beneficial to your health and well-being. Please let me know and I'll try and address that in our sessions as we go forward. So we're going to go straight into the hip work. I'm hoping that you've had a warm-up. If you haven't, what I've asked you to start doing is before you start your session with me is to do a little bit of a warm-up, probably about between 3 and 5 minutes, walking around the house, marching on the spot, knee lifts, up and down the stairs, anything that starts to just get you a little bit warm and just to raise your heart rate a little bit. So presuming you've done your warm-up, I'm just going to do a minute anyway, just on the spot. We've got the timer now, we've started to work at 40 seconds on, that's 40 seconds of a hard move and 10 seconds of complete rest where we stop completely. But you can adapt that to suit yourself. So in your own sessions, you could do 40 seconds on, 20 off. In my sessions, because we've got the timer set at 4-10, if you want to do one move and you're not very fit and you're just trying to work your way up there, what you could do is you could do one move with me, then you could completely rest, and then you could come back for the next move. Just adapt it to something that you know that you'll stick to, because if you find something that you stick to, then you will hopefully keep doing it and you will start to see the results and improvements. So we're going to start with our first move, which for those of you that have already been working with me, you'll know is marching on the spot or jogging. Lots of different levels we're going to do again today. Get ready for the bleed. We've got 40 seconds on, and so this is your easy version. The easy version is just a very steady march on the spot. This is your easy version. You can do this all the way through if you want to. You can make it a little bit harder when you bring your knees higher. You can make it harder still, so you can make it a stronger march. Even harder is on the spot jog. Those of you a little bit fitter, or you want to start getting a little bit fitter, and then if you want to work even harder, you can go sprint for 10, steady for 10, sprint for 10, steady for 10. So easy. On the spot march, nice and steady. A little bit harder, harder still, jog on the spot. So it's all adaptations of marching or jogging. Stop and take a breather. Next move is going to be knee lifts. So we've got easy, medium and hard, starting with the low impact ones. All you're doing at your easy version, bringing your knee off the floor. Tiny little lift, nice and easy. Little bit harder, knees come higher. Harder still, we bring in the arms. Remember, I've been telling you that we bring the arms in, it makes the heart rate raise, so it makes our heart and lungs work even harder, which is eventually what we want. Harder still. We've got high arms, and harder still. We've got high impact, so a little jump. Harder still, you can do some fast ones, and then slow ones. So work to your own level. You've got all different levels to work to. You can rest whenever you need to. That's your easy version, intermediate, more advanced. Start, take a breather. Next move, we're going to work to jacks, starting with the easy version, all the way through to the hard. Take a breath, and we're going to go easy. Little leg, out to the side, nice and gentle. A little bit harder, we'll make it bigger. And harder still, we add in the arms. And harder still, the arms go higher. So that's getting your heart rate up even more. Harder still. Jacks on the spot. So we've got full jacks, strong arms, we've got a little bit easier, we've got very easy. No arms, just the leg out to the side. All different levels to work to. Nearly there. So we've got 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. Next one, if you've got a step on your bottom stairs or step into your house. If you haven't got a step, then you can go back to marching on the spot, or if you've got stairs, you can march up your stairs and down your stairs. Just adapt it to what you've got in your house. So I'm trying to ask you to do alternate legs if you can. If you can't do alternate legs, just step up and down on one leg for 4 and the other leg for 4. If you want to make this harder, it's a little jump onto the step. Those of you that want to work harder or have already got quite a good fitness level, this is your hard version. So nice and easy. Up and down, or you can go back to marching on the spot. You can march around your house, up and down your hall, up and down your stairs. Just adapt it to what you've got to use in your house. Nearly there on this one. Take a breather. We're going to go to pushbacks. So easiest to start with. Full rest on the spot. Easy. Little tiny pushback. Alternate legs. Easy version, little bit harder. We add in those arms, making it a little bit harder, adding in the arms. Harder still. Bigger arms, bigger pushback. That's harder version. Or on the spot, spotted off. This is your hardest version. You can make this faster. Bigger arms, nice and strong, or easy. Or a mixture. So you can do some hard ones, think, oh, can't do any more of those, I'm going to go down to an easy one. It's all to be adapted to something that you will stick to is what's really important. So we're nearly there on this one. Different levels you can work out all the way through. Nearly there, take a breather. Last move, on the spot twist. Take a breath, 10 seconds rest, nice and easy. Little tiny twist. All we're doing is actually moving the hips from side to side. Tiny little twist. We make it a little bit harder. We're bringing the arms. Harder still. Bigger arms. Harder still. On the spot. Twist. Harder still. Arms go up. So we've got so many different levels to work at, and you can always work to your own level. It's all about adapting it to what you think you can do, and if you look forward, if you know that you can stick with the sessions then and do what you know you're capable of doing, you're more likely to stick with your exercise. Yeah, and you'll work yourself up in your own time. So nearly there on the twist, stop, take a breather, back to the beginning, on the spot jog, march or sprint. We're going to go march, steady. We now know, making it harder, we bring in the arms. And we make it harder still, we go on the spot, a little jog. We do a little jog and a march, little jog and a march, or fast sprint. For those of you that are already quite fit, fast for 10, steady for 10, fast for 10, steady for 10. Or nice and easy, on the spot. March, steady, on the spot. Jog, sprint. Lots of different levels to work to. Nearly there with this one. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stop, take a breather. Back to knee lifts. Easy version first. You may want to go straight to the half version if you're already up to that level, that's absolutely fine. Tiny little knee lift, no arms, hands on the hips, just literally lifting your foot off the floor, little bit harder, knee comes higher, harder still, we add in the arms, low arms, high arms, the higher the arms go, the harder it will be, harder still, on the spot, knee lifts with impact, or on the spot, high, double the time. So you've got lots of different levels and always working to your own level. You can do a mixture, all easy, all hard, whatever works for you. Nearly there? 5, 4, 3, 2. We've got one more move to do. We're going to go back to the jacks and then we're going to add in some strengthening work. When you're ready, easy. Leg out to the side. Bigger, a little bit harder. Then what do we do? I think we make it harder by adding in the arms. So arms out to the side. Harder still. We've got big arms and hardest. Jumps on the spot. You can do fast ones if you're already at a good fitness level. Work into your own level. Easy. Leg out to the side. Harder. Add in the arms. Harder still. High arms and hardest. On the spot jumps. Finish your heart rate right up. Work always to your own level. Stop, take a breather. After you've done hip, because we're not doing the leg work today, we're just going to have a little stretch. I'm just going to explain. Most of you hopefully enjoy the videos. Excuse me, got to turn the app off. We do the stretches of all the big muscles. We do 20 seconds on the calf muscle, 20 slow seconds on one leg, then we do 20 seconds on the other leg, then we stretch the quads. If you want to hold on to something, that's fine. Again, 20 slow seconds, change to the other leg, then we do the glutes, we sit into the stretch, stretching the outer thigh and the bottom, that side then the other. Lastly, hamstring, so we sit into the back leg, 20 slow seconds. So it's really important that you always stretch all the big muscles, because we won't be using the legs again today. You can stretch them straight after your hip work. If you were going to do the lunges and the squats, or you wanted to add them onto your workout, stretch your legs when you've finished anything to do with your legs. So, abdominals. So we're just starting to touch in our sessions on strengthening and toning work. So we've already added in a little bit of work on the legs, the bottom. We've started to add in work on the arms. So today we're going to start adding some work on the abs, and then eventually we'll be doing a whole session of strengthening work, so we can break these sessions up into different things for those of you that don't want to do one element but do want to do another. So sit-ups, very, very important, is to work with correct technique. If you get to work with good technique, you will, first of all, reduce your risk of injury, which is really important if you're going to carry on exercising. Hopefully you are. And another important thing about doing correct technique is that you will get quicker results. So all the time I see people in the gym not doing correct technique, and they will not get the results that they want as quick as they want them. So very, very important is to use correct technique, and I'll keep talking to you about that all the time in our sessions. So, sit-ups, start working the abdominals. So we lie on the floor, we've got the knees bent, we've got the feet, ankles and knees to be hip distance apart. We're going to take the easy level with the hands on the thighs. We're going to breathe out through the mouth on the way up, breathe in through the nose as we go down. So that's out through the mouth as we go up, in through the nose as we go down. Easier level will be. So that's just a small sit-up with just sliding the hands up and down the legs. That's the easiest level. And I'd probably suggest that you try to do set 5 or 10. If you've never done any abdominal work, that would be enough to start with, maybe doing 10 reps, have a rest, do another 10. You can increase that to 20, 2 sets of 20, but work to the point where at the end of your set, you can feel that you've actually worked that muscle. That's the most important thing, that you feel that you've worked the muscle. A little bit harder on your level, Harder still, the hands across the chest, again breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. So it's that's a little bit harder, and harder still, hands to the side of the head. It's so we're doing sets of either 5, 10, 15, 20, you're working to your own level. So you can do a set of 10, take a rest, set of 20, take a rest. But the halfway up is what I want you to work to at the moment. What a lot of people do, and particularly when you first start to do ab work, what I don't want you to do is to try and go all the way up and all the way down. All the way up and all the way down. Because initially, if you're not used to doing toning work on your abs, all that will happen there is potentially you'll hurt your back because your abs aren't strong enough to do that exercise, or you'll work with the muscles, so you're working to your hip flexors rather than your abs. So it's much more beneficial for you to start off with the easier levels to get the correct technique, and then we'll make them harder as the weeks go on when I know that you hopefully feel comfortable with the technique that you're working on. So abdominals, easy level to start with is always with the knees bent, arms sliding up and down your legs, harder level, hands across your chest, harder still, hands to the side of your head, always breathing out on the way up, breathing in on the way down, doing sets of 5 in a set, 10 in a set, 20 in a set. Just work to your own level. You can do 1 set or 2 sets, just making sure you work to your own level. Lastly, quick stretch for the abs when you finish your abdominals is lie on your back, take your arms above your head, have a big stretch all the way through from your fingertips through to your toes. I will stretch out your abdominals. Hold that for 20 slow seconds, and that's your abdominals for today.